can't solve your financial problems with the same kind of thinking that caused them. These words will change your reality because poverty can't survive in a dough chaser's mentality.
The Beat Majors.
So to all my dough chasers, it's time to get this party started now.
I like it.
With your host, Jason White.
Hey. What's up, party people? All my dough chasers out there, I want to thank you for joining me this evening. Hey, my Miracle 79, how you doing? Let me know who you are, where you're from. This is another episode of Dough Chaser TV. What's up, Mariel? How you doing? We are going to be talking about why your finances suck and 3 ways you can get better results from your money. So, as you all know, we are a financial improvement company. I'm sorry, I'm a little uncomfortable in this chair. My wallet's so fat, I got to stop sitting on my wallet so much. Anyway, we are a financial improvement company, and the goal of our program is to help people get better results from their finances, to basically help them transcend financially, right? And the way we do that is through helping them boost their credit scores, get their credit right, and also teach them how to fix their finances so they can get better results from their money. Basically, win with your money, right? And a lot of times, people, they struggle with their finances because they don't understand how much control they actually have. And today, my goal is to clarify some of the control that you have so that you can understand how you are shooting yourself in the foot. Okay, so let me see who we got here. We got My Miracle 79, Muriel Williams, Corey Clark. What's up? Let me see. We got Price Tag Malone. What's up, man? How you doing? We got Point to Point Transportation LLC. Hopefully business is doing well. How you doing? Cornell out of North Carolina. Kenneth Jenkins. What's up, man? How you doing? We got James Jones. I love that name, James Jones. How you doing, man? I want to thank you all for joining me today. As you come in, let me know who you are, where you're from. And when I get time, I'll shout you out, And the goal is to, engage with each other so that we can build with each other, right? And I want to help you all build the Dough Chasers mentality, all right? Behind me, I got the Dough Chaser Manifesto, and this is basically a way of life, right? And if you can incorporate the kind of thinking that I'm going to be sharing with you in each episode, you're going to take your finances to another level, without a doubt, all right? So the particular situations that I often run into with clients is, Jason, I got these derogatories on my credit report. You guys are doing a good job removing them. However, credit card debt is shooting me in the foot. Or Jason, I want to get my finances together, but this budget that I just set up through your plan, man, I don't think I can make this real, man, just to be real with you. Jason, I want to save money, but I'm just not disciplined enough to make it happen, right? And at the end of the day, it all comes down to you and how bad you want it. A lot of people are fascinated by good finances. A lot of people are fascinated by a 700 credit score, right? A lot of it has to do with your ego. You know what? I want to share with my family, my friends, I got a 700 credit score. What's up? Because a lot of us, we're related to or we hang around people who don't quite have it all together, and it feels good to be that person in the middle of the group who has everything together, right? And a lot of people are, when they're looking to, fix their finances, they're fascinated by the possibility of that happening. However, they're not truly committed. There's one thing to be fascinated by something, and then there's another thing to be committed to it, right? Fascination, that looks good. Bro, you got this money in the bank, you look good. You look rich. You look wealthy. You look like you got it all together. I want to be like that. Versus being committed, I'm doing everything that I possibly can to make this a reality in my life, right? And what you need to do is incorporate the commitment to improving your finances, improving your credit score, all of that good stuff. You need to devote commitment to it, all right? So let's stop being fascinated by shiny things. Let's get committed to taking our finances to another level. All right, I got this pen in my hand and crazy stuff is happening. So I got my green tea, typically I'll probably drink, a cup of coffee. However, there's more benefits to green tea, right? And it's hot too, so trying to make sure I get all the nutrients I can in my body so I can be healthy. Let me see. We got people communicating in the chat area. It's kind of funny. All right. Let me see here. Kenneth said, "What's up, James? Long time no see." That's dope. I appreciate that. That's what's up. All right. So, if you are someone who is struggling with getting a hold of your finances, you're not getting results, meaning that you're living paycheck to paycheck. You may suffer from overdrafts or late fees in your accounts. You have terrible credit. You have taken out bad credit loans. Subprime lenders target you all the time. You always get letters in the mail, basically saying take out this loan at this interest rate or this affordable monthly payment. If you're constantly being targeted for those loans or you're a target from subprime lenders, that means that your finances probably aren't looking good and they see that you are desperate, right? And what we want to do is we want to flip that around, all right? We no longer want to be targets, but we want to target the system, if you feel me. So how do we do that? How do we go from a paycheck to paycheck lifestyle? How do we go from, more month than it is money? How do we go from stacking money in the bank, bringing home more money, fixing our credit, and reaping that benefit? How do we make that change, okay? And before I even go to the 3 points, what you have to do is you have to look at your overall financial picture. When was the last time you written out a budget? And not even necessarily a budget, but just written out all of your expenses. When was the last time you looked at your bank account statement? You get a bank account statement every month. When was the last time you analyzed that bank account statement? A lot of you who are watching this, you probably have never analyzed your bank statement. And that's a problem because you're not giving your finances the attention they need to grow. And you know what they say about focus? What you focus on grows. So how many of you are actually focusing, on bettering your finances? How many of you are focusing on what's going on in your financial picture? How many of you look at your bank statement each time you get in the mail? I'm not even going to front. I got about 6, 7 accounts. 2 of them I really pay close attention to because that's where, deposits are made. So I really pay attention to that. But the rest of them, I'm going to be totally honest with you. Sometimes I fall into bad habits and I don't look at them. And when I don't look at them, when I'm not, wondering what's going on with my finances, that's when issues begin to arise. What you focus on grows. And when you ignore your finances, what do they say about the stepchildren? There's a quote. I'm going to try to find this quote really quick. But what you ignore leaves the room. What is it? Somebody help me out. You ignore. I'm going to figure this out. Okay, yeah. What you ignore. Man, I forget it. Somebody help me out. It's a quote about what you ignore. Basically, it just slips away unnoticed. That's what it is. I think it is. What you ignore leaves the room unnoticed. Something like that, okay? If you know the true quote, help me out and let me know because I really need that. That's going to help me solidify this point. So by you ignoring your financial picture, that money that you should be taking control of and stacking using to empower yourself is fading away unnoticed. The accounts that I don't pay attention to, give me 2 months straight of not paying attention to those accounts. I bet you if I go in and analyze those accounts, I'm going to find some mistakes that need to be fixed. But the more you continue to ignore your financial picture, the bigger the problems get, right? The more money you lose. And a lot of people are not getting the results from their financial picture because they're not making it a priority. They're not focusing on it. They're not truly committed. They're fascinated by it. It sounds good to say, I got my finances in order. You know, it sounds good to say, I got $10,000 in the bank sitting there, right? It sounds good. It looks good too. But are you truly committed to that lifestyle? Run it, Pelmore. It's hard to keep up with my rep with your company. Well, I would definitely consider what are your expectations. All right. How often are you trying to communicate with your client champion? Or how often do you expect them to reach out to you? That's a good question that would need to be answered, and then maybe I can give you more clear insight on what's going on. Because typically, this is beside the point, but people, when they start our credit repair program, they expect to get followed up with week to week, and that's unrealistic. And the reason that's unrealistic is, one, when we send out the disputes, we have to give creditors, debt collectors, furnishers who share information about you, we have to give them at least 30 days to process that information. And your credit reports, though they're updated daily through your credit monitoring, that's updated monthly. So it'd be a waste of time to continue to reach out to you to share with you what's going on because nothing has changed within that 30-day period. My question is, are you expecting us to reach out to you, on a weekly basis? We give you the 45-day re-up. So, definitely send me an email, jason@witnessriches.com, and we can look into that a little further. But, the expectation, we want to make it as realistic as possible, okay? Back to the finances. A lot of you are not getting the results from your money because you're not making it a true priority. What you focus on grows. What you ignore fades away, all right? I bet you, let you get a girlfriend, okay? Fellas out there, get a girlfriend and ignore her. She's going to be somebody else's girlfriend in a minute. Same with the ladies. You get a boyfriend. It's going to be somebody else's boyfriend in a minute. You ignore him. Yeah, run it. Send me an email, please, jason@witnessriches.com. And then after this live feed, we can communicate a little further about your credit repair account, okay? So I got 3 particular ways you can fix your financial picture, take it to another level. My goal is to be brutally honest with you, okay? I want you all to get great results, whether you're working with me or not, whether you're doing this on your own or using our tools and services and products, whatever the situation is. At the end of the day, this information is here to help you transcend financially, okay? So let's think about the mindset, all right? Be open to this. The first way that you can take your finances to the next level, if your finances suck, is stop investing on dumb shit. That's the first way, all right? How many of us, as soon as we get our check, the first thing on our mind is, man, I saw those nice shoes, or man, I saw that nice gadget, or man, I've been trying to get this gaming system. Whatever the situation is, if it's not your bank account, if it's not your bills, your priority is buying some dumb shit. If that is one of your main focuses when you get your paycheck, you got it all messed up, okay? The first priority should be building self-sufficiency, okay? Solidifying yourself. I feel real bad for people who work for the government right now, and the federal government. The system is messed up, and every day it proves why we should really focus on taking care of ourselves, because when we get certain people in leadership positions, you know, our our welfare is at their mercy, right? And it's very important for you to focus on building self-sufficiency. God forbid something were to happen, you take care of yourself first. Okay, there's a good analogy. You know, if a plane is crashing and it's you and your children next to you, who do you save first? You or your children? A lot of people will save their children first. But when that plane crashes in the middle of you buckling up their seatbelt and they survive and you die, what's the likelihood of them surviving without you? Right? Take care of yourself first, then buckle in everybody else. Then take care of everybody else. Because without you, none of that is possible. And oftentimes, because we have this false security of, well, I'll just take care of it in my next paycheck. We never really focus on solidifying our true foundation because we have the mentality, you know what, I'm going to get this now and I'll take care of it my next paycheck. And then, bow, you lose your job. You never took care of it. People. Got a little, tell your team to call me back. It's been like 2 to 3 months and nada. Reptile, have you been checking your email? You should have a phone number. Please give us a call and we can set up a 45-day reel. We can set up an update. Please. Help me help you. All right? So the first thing that you want to do to fix your finances is you want to stop investing in dumb shit, okay? And dumb shit is shit that's not helping you, okay? It may help you look good so other people can get fascinated by your appearance, but do you really have it like that? And if it's not really like that in reality, then what is it? It's fake. We don't want to be fake. We want to be true to the bone, okay? Building self-sufficiency, solidifying our foundation should be the first thing that you do. And if it's not that, if your foundation isn't built yet, everything else is dumb. Wait, let me get this right. Everything else is dumb shit. Okay? That's the first thing. You want to take your finances to another level, stop investing into dumb shit. All right? Darnell asks, should I try to get a paid collection off my credit report? Yes, definitely want to dispute that. A paid collection has the same negative impact as an unpaid collection. The second thing you want to do to take your finances to the next level, for those of you who have poor finances, your finances are messed up, you're not getting the results that you want from your money. The second thing that you should do after you stop investing into dumb shit is fix your credit and refinance on the dumb shit that you invested in. All right? Jason, what's the benefit of fixing my credit? Well, you're going to save a lot of money on interest. Okay? And your payments will decrease. Millions of times I have made recommendations to clients or even people, on YouTube, it doesn't matter. Hey, fix your credit. Once your credit reaches this point, refinance. And they save $50 to $100 on their car note. Their car note actually reduces $50 to $100 a month. And then what you're supposed to do with that, once you fix your credit or are fixing your credit and you refinance and you have savings, what do you think you're supposed to do with that next? Supposed to bank that. Bank that. A lot of people, what they do is because they're fascinated by a good financial picture and they're not truly committed, instead of banking that, they find a way to invest in some dumb shit and something that's not going to take them to another level. If it's not helping you transcend financially, it's a stupid decision. If your foundation is not solidified, and what I mean by a solidified foundation, I mean that you have money in the bank, your bills are being paid on time, okay? You have some life insurance, your insurances are in place. You know, we're talking about those simple things that are so important. You have a plan for the future, you're planning goals. If those things aren't happening, your foundation is weak. And that's what you need to focus on. We need to have an emergency fund. We need to make sure our bills are being paid on time. We need to make sure we have some insurance on our cars, on our life, on our work. God forbid if something were to happen to you, how is that going to impact your family standard of living? These are conversations that we're not having. They may run across our mind, every once in a while because we'll get fascinated by somebody who has it in order. Like, man, my man is killing it. He's doing a good job. I'm proud of him. I want to be like that. And then like that, shoes, like that, flat screen TV, like that, vacation. You got to earn that, man. I know you're working your butt off, but a lot of you are working your butt off for nothing, meaning that you're not getting any real value from that, right? Yes, you're getting paid. Yes, some of you are probably making some real good money. But if you're not keeping it, then what? I really don't get impressed by people when they say, I make I make six figures. Okay, that's good. How much money of that are you keeping? How much money of that are you keeping? Because think about it. Yeah, you earn six figures, but if you don't keep none of that, who's really earning it? The people you're paying. That bad credit car loan you took out, yeah, they're making that. The rent you're paying, yeah, your landlord's making that. Those gadgets you're buying, yeah, Walmart is making that. Best Buy is making that. You ain't making nothing if you're not keeping it. You ain't. Let me see here. Reptile having issues with reaching Letitia. Send me an email, please, and I'll look into it. Jason@witnessriches.com. Please send me an email so I can look into it, and then we can set something up. Because the conversations are supposed to be with your client champion. So send me an email, and we can get down to the bottom of it, and we can set up that phone call. That won't be an issue at all, okay? Jason@witnessriches.com. Let me know who you are, your real name, okay, and your email address that you signed up with. And then I'll look up your account, and then I'll communicate this with my team tomorrow, and we can make sure that we get you on the schedule for a phone call, okay? My team is busy, so sometimes they won't be able to talk when you call. But when we schedule the 45-day re-ups or the updates, that's their opportunity to get back with you within their schedule, okay? A lot of times people call and they want to talk to someone right now. And unfortunately, there's 8, 10 of us, but it's a lot of you. So we have to put it on our schedule to make it happen. All right. Again, I apologize for the inconvenience or the frustration, but send me that email and I'll fix it for you right away. All right. Run it. I appreciate that. Darnell asks, do you believe in the snowball method of paying off credit cards? Definitely. Great method. I would, the snowball method, that's basically starting off from the smallest debt to the greatest debt. And they say it's for, that win. However, if you truly want to win at eliminating debt, I would start off by paying off the highest interest credit card. Okay. We talked about how credit cards are killing your pockets because of the interest payments. So I would focus on the highest interest credit card first, pay those down, and then that's going to save you more money in the long term game. Okay. My man Reptile, you got a 717 credit score? If you do, congratulations, man. It's progress. All right. So I shared with you the two ways so far. We talked about stop investing in dumb shit. We talked about fixing your credit. All right. Matter of fact, I'm not even done with that. A lot of people actually, they know they have a poor credit score. They're investing their money into bad credit loans. They're being charged ridiculous amount of interest, and they don't have a true plan. And oftentimes, by you fixing your credit, making that investment in yourself a true investment, not a dumb one, because this investment is going to actually save you money. All right. It's going to put money back in your pocket. And if you're smart with your credit, you can learn how to leverage it and make money from it. All right. So yeah, we want to fix our credit and refinance the dumb shit. And then thirdly, we need to find a way to stack at least 10% of your take home pay. So if you start this, today or this month, by the end of the year, you should have saved at least 1 month of your income, of your take home pay. And a lot of people, they are not making it a priority. Hold up. It's so ghetto. So before I go any further, I have good news. I actually invested in a new camera. It's going to be here tomorrow, and I will no longer have to use my thingamajig to prevent it from timing out, excuse me. But yeah, people are not making that a priority to build their financial foundation. They will invest in dumb shit because they're not truly committed to greater things. They're not truly committed to getting their financial house in order. And if you want to fix your finances, you want to follow these three things. You want to stop investing in dumb shit. If it's not making you money, if it's not helping you transcend financially, if it's not helping you grow as a human internally, then it is a waste of money. All right? We'll waste money once we get it. Let's get it first. Let's hold on to it. And then once we have enough, then we can go waste money on some stupid stuff. All right? People are walking around with bad credit, taking out bad credit loans. You need to fix your credit and refinance those stupid debts so that you can put some money back in your pocket. All right? And then you need to stack that. You need to stack your bread at least 10%. I would recommend 20% if you can. And those of you who cannot stack 10%, what you are telling me is that you are not truly committed, because a committed individual, instead of complaining and whining about how they don't have money to save, they will look at their financial picture and they will cut out all the bullshit. I got this cable bill. I got this stupid cell phone bill. You know what? Let me get rid of my cable. How about instead of having Verizon plan, let me look at T-Mobile or one of the other, local companies, smaller companies, excuse me. Let me look into that. Let me save some money on these bills, and let me use this money to invest in myself, to build my foundation. But people will rather watch cable than to have a peace of mind. It's mind-boggling, but it's a reality. Too many people are fascinated by having the financial house in order, and only a few are actually committed to having it in order. And hopefully, you are the committed few. You are the chosen ones. How do you all feel about that? Running said, I guess them Jordan Levi's got to wait. Poor people problems. You know what? Levi's cost about, $45, $60 a pair. However, the same jeans, or just maybe not as shiny, go to Forever 21. You can get almost the same pair of jeans for a fraction of that. But people would rather look good than to actually be good. Mind-boggling. But it's a reality. And until you have an honest conversation with yourself, like, what am I doing with my finances? Who am I really trying to impress? Who am I really trying to impress? Kevin Joyner, to be honest, I have to do more research on the velocity banking. I'll do more research on it because I don't think you're the first person to ask me about that, to be honest. And I guess that's something that I'll need to know about so I can talk on it. So, please give me a minute and I'll do some research on that and then we'll talk about that. Runner says, speaking facts. David says, straight facts. Ed on, agreed. James Jones, sounds good. True facts. Hey, it's real, man. It's real in these streets. All right. So this is what I want you all to do. I want you to make a commitment to really having it. Okay. Not looking like you got it, but to really have it. All right. Let's stop investing our money into dumb shit. Let's fix our credit and refinance all the dumb shit that we've invested in the past. All right. And then let's find a way to stack some bread, at least 10%. If you cannot find 10%, then you are not truly committed. You're fascinated by it. You're not committed. And dough chasers, we are not weak. We never settle. So if you can't make that small commitment, you are not a dough chaser. I almost said something inappropriate, but I got to keep it as PG-13 as possible. I can say shit, but I can't say anything else. Otherwise, I'll lose you. Okay. Muriel, I think each episode that we've had, you told me to preach. I ain't mad at it. David, are medical bills hard to come off your credit? So this is what we need to understand about credit, okay? If it's on your credit report, it has to meet the 3 criteria, okay? And people ask me all the time, Jason, is this hard to come off? Is this hard to get removed? Is this hard to delete? To be honest, it's all the same. The same procedures are used to get the information removed off your credit report. And what's hard and what isn't is the actual strategy, okay? And if you don't have the right strategy, then yes, you're making it hard on yourself. But like anything else, if it's in violation of the 3 criteria, 100% accurate, 100% timely, and 100% verifiable, if it's in violation of that, it can get removed, okay? However, if they're abiding by the law, which some companies actually do, then you're going to have a hard time getting it removed because they actually have the valid information behind it that can prove it. But a lot of times, 70% of credit reports have errors. That means that somebody's messing up 70% of the time. We just got to find them. But David, to give you some hope, it is possible to get medical bills removed. A good strategy, if you have the money, is to actually pay the bill. Use that, not the debt collector, but the original creditor. Oh my God, I'm giving strategy talk. Take notes. Pay the original creditor. Use that statement or that letter of receipt, bill of receipt, whatever you want to call it. Use that as proof that the debt was paid, and then use that to dispute the actual collection company and basically say, I paid this debt. They're illegally reporting this on my credit report. I do not owe them this. Delete this, and you can get that removed. That's a good strategy if you have the money to actually pay the medical bill. Yep, point-to-point transportation said, trust no one else to pay your bills. Take charge. Yes, self-sufficiency, okay? Now, there are people who struggle, who truly struggle, and I understand. But if you are out here working your butt off and you're earning a decent income, there's no way for you not to have that foundation solidified, all right? We need to have money in the bank. We need to have an emergency fund. God forbid something happen, we can depend on ourselves. We don't have to take a bad credit, stupid loan, Okay? We need to have our credit in order. God forbid if something happened and we don't have enough in the bank, we have our credit backed by our income and we can make a move. Okay? Or we can use that to make more money. We need to have our insurances in order. God forbid if something were to happen to us, it wouldn't have a detriment on our finances and also our family. And then we need to have a plan for the future to better our standard of living, to better our community, right? To better ourselves. We need to have a plan for the future and we need to execute that plan. And then once you have all that in order and you're actually executing your plan, everything else is free game. Go live. But if you're not working on those things, if you don't have those things in order, stop living a little bit and get your financial house in order. All right. So this was another episode of Dough Chaser TV. Do we have any questions before I end this? One thing that I am working on, those of you who are on my email list, I sent out an email, I think it was yesterday, in regards to Transcend Financial Academy. If you did not take advantage of that offer, you're playing yourself. All right. And the reason I'm saying that is in Transcend Financial Academy, TFA, I'm giving away a lot of information, okay? A lot of strategies, okay? We have the credit repair courses up. We have the credit building course up. Black Lettuce, finishing that one up. That should be up before the end of the month. And that's going to help you get your finances in order. Next, I'm working on business credit, the housing guide. You're playing yourself. Super affordable. And for those of you who did not take advantage, you still have the opportunity, but don't play yourself, all right? Also, Running said, "What does that sign behind you say? Are you talking about that sign, the Dough Chaser sign, or are you talking about this one? Are you talking about the Dough Chaser sign, or are you talking about the poster?" Jacoby, what's up? OPM, other people's money, is the key. Use the credit card, but pay off the balance before the closing date. No interest paid. Big help when it comes to getting on the right track. Exactly. Corey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Um, hey, I'm not mad at it. If you want to get Dough Chaser apparel, it's this simple. HTTP. I'm going to add the link. www.doughchaser.com. You can get Dough Chaser apparel at doughchaser.com. Who would have ever thought it was so simple? But yeah, we got some good stuff on doughchaser.com. For those of you who are interested in some merchandise, definitely check out doughchaser.com. And buy something. I appreciate the support. Mike, he said, "Good info. Remember, credit cards will sink you. Keep debt very low, and know that the government is not our friend." Yes, good advice. I appreciate that. Yep. So the Dough Chaser Manifesto. Did you know that you can win one of these for free? Yes, you can win a Dough Chaser Manifesto for free. Are you on my email list? If you're not on this list, every Friday I do a drawing. And to be honest, I was expecting my Dough Chaser TV list to be a lot thicker than what it is. But it's not. If you want a chance to win a Dough Chaser poster, the Dough Chaser Manifesto, this is a true way of living, okay? I actually have a video where I go a little in depth on, the meaning of these line items, okay? However, one of No, the important ones is I would treat my money as a tool and refuse to listen to those who treat their money as the goal. Money is a tool. Money helps us accomplish greater things, right? And dough chasers understand that in order for us to make our lives better, to help those in our community, to transcend financially, yes, money is important. However, money is not the end game. Money is what we use to make things happen. But in order for you to get it, you have to go get it, if that makes any sense. So a dough chaser understands that in order for me to make moves in my community, in order for me to make moves in my life, I have to get this money. But if you're getting it and you're not managing it appropriately, it's a waste of time. Dough chasers never settle, okay? Never settle for complacency. A dough chaser is one who is improving their finances, and peep that out, gaining a financial advantage. Y'all see that? You can get one of these at doughchaser.com as well. But every Friday, I give you all the ability to win one for free. We do a random drawing. The first person picks a number, and whatever number they pick is the person that wins, okay? And if you're not on that list, you're playing yourself, because what's wrong with free? All I do is we pick the winner, send you an email saying, hey, you won. Send me your address, and I mail it out to you. That's simple. Don't play yourself. All right. All right. So as you all can see, I like to do this. I'm having fun. I really enjoy sharing this information because it gives me an opportunity to help people who probably won't get the information. And for those of you who have joined me, I want to thank you for being here. Make sure you like this video, show me some love, and subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe so that we can continue to engage with each other and I can continue to give you good information. Altoid, is freezing your credit good? Well, you want to look at the reason why you're freezing it. If you're freezing it to protect yourself, to prevent things from being added to your credit, yes. To prevent people from using your credit, yes. But if you're freezing it because you feel like it's going to, help you get things deleted from your credit report, that's not true. They still investigate, okay? Freezing your credit only prevents new accounts from being added. So if someone tries to run your credit because your account is frozen, they won't be able to pull that credit report. All right. I want to thank you all. Again, my name is Jason White. You have watched another episode of Dough Chaser TV. I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.